How's it going, everyone? This is Dr. Hefe playing more Disco Elysium, the Enhanced Edition. And last time we met with our friend Egghead, we're trying to make Egghead's jam hardcore. So we're gonna go into this church. It says we need to find him a tape, but we'll get to his tape. We're gonna go into this church. Also, business note, I'm gonna try and make the episodes a little bit shorter, just because I'm having a little bit less time to record these days. And yeah, hopefully that's cool with you all. And usually I say this, but then it ends up being a 40-minute episode, but we'll see what happens. Let's jump into church. Hopefully the game does not crash like it did last time. I feel like, you know, there's been, what, maybe 1 or 2 crashes in this game so far, but usually when I reload the game, everything works perfectly, so not too bad. So here we are in the church. Actually, I kind of forget what we're supposed to do. We look into the spookers in the church. That's right. There's some people in here who are not down with the vibes of the city, and we got some really high shivers, so we should know all about the vibes of the city. Also, what we have 2 skill points. Not too bad. Do we have anything coming up? We have Wompty Domp. Oh no, this is like a worthless one. Because we have -2 suggestion. We have 0 encyclopedia passives. We have... Oh, actually we have 4 encyclopedia? Never mind. Maybe we will get some +10 EXP. You should walk here, not run. Alright, fair enough. If that's what you say. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Okay. It's kind of dark on my screen. Hopefully it's showing up for you. I'm looking in OBS, so it looks like it should be alright. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Definitely a weird place, this church. What's up with this thing? Blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Yeah, I have a thought about this. Do I understand complex equations? Radio frequencies. Apparently I do. My character is not just an alcoholic. He's a skilled alcoholic. Filled with water, a live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? I don't know. I know very little about electrical engineering, contact microphones, or anything of the sort, so...
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
I feel like that is exactly what a church would be looking for. Let us block out the outside world. Be here one with the true God.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Except apparently we still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums.
Ooh, it reminds me of, what do they call it? An Anechoic Chamber? I went inside one of those as part of a psychology experiment. It is so cool. It's just no floor. It's like foam everywhere. And you're just sitting in there and everything is like silent. Every sound is muffled. Very, very cool experience.
You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yelling seems weird. We'll stomp our feet and clap our hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Yeah, that's like what an anechoic chamber would be. Like, you say something and you don't hear any reverberation off the walls or the floor. It's really creepy.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Not a howl? Dude, Allen Ginsberg would be sad. Howl? Yeah, not Jack Kerouac. Allen Ginsberg would be sad.
It's unnerving.
Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head.
Whoa, that's
Then
hella weird.
He leans closer.
It's like we're in the vacuum of space.
Can you hear anything?
Oh, even his voice sounds like a little bit muted. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Okay, now he's starting to sound a little bit more normal.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
We'll look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Well, let's try and see what's up there. We cannot see a thing. Ooh.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height.
Anything? We see anything?
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Oh,
that's a long blink. And
you see something hanging from the
frickin'
rafters,
Spider-Man
looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Or more like Nightcrawler. Isn't he the one who just hangs out in churches? Nightcrawler? Just popping up out of the rafters?
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Dude, look at this portrait. What a beauty. This is how I want my portrait to be. If this wasn't already artwork, I would definitely steal this for my channel. Look at this. Look at that. Maybe it's possible to talk to freaking Nightcrawler up here. Yo, what up, dude? How's it hanging, bro? Everything all good?
A man. Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Don't say nothing. We'll be chill. We'll keep it cool. We're in a church.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear his voice actor.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Why does everyone call us out for our alcohol use? We haven't drank. Well, okay, we did drink yesterday and did a lot of drugs.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
Whoa, my encyclopedia is getting me points. I'm awesome. Come to the right place. The right place for what? You got some Al Ghul for me, bro?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready for that. I like to jive with the bottom of the bottle. Continue.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Oh, he's a narcotics user, but he's calling us out for our alcohol use. Isn't alcohol a narcotic of some type?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality.
That's hilarious. The ceiling climbing. Come on, Kim. Are you not an athlete? Do you not like to swing around town on the edge of a sticky rope shot out of your wrist?
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
exactly. Electrochemistry. It's convincing me more and more every time. Let's see. Oh, hell no, run away. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
I like this. You don't know me. You don't know what it's like. There's something white pursuing me. White and very sad.
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
Oh, come on, Tiago. I wish he responded more to what I just said.
You know, actually, since we're here, You may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Oh, not you too, Kim. Come on, man. Come on, I thought you had my back.
Look at these crazes. What is this shit?
Alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, it just wouldn't be me. Unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property. Yo, we'll just throw it back at him. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Alright, looks like we got past his comments on our alcohol addiction. Where did you come from? Let's get some basic information from this dude.
Up there, Holmes.
Okay, that's creepy as hell. Are you human? You are moving like a human. Maybe he's a mutant.
I am. At least in part, Holmes. Until the mother's love burns away the cruel distinctions of the body.
A body is only crude so long as it's unformed, son. That's where your training comes in.
Yeah, my body is my church. Oh, such a physical instrument. Like, when I look at this character, I don't really think of him as being a super buff badass, but apparently Kim comments on how much we run around. We punched out Measurehead. We've been smashing objects all day. We are a buff body dude.
Tell him, son. Show him you're not going to be bent out of shape by his philosophies.
I think having a body is great. I don't want to burn away any of its distinctions.
That's because you so through and through with our gold, bro. Keeps you heavy and grounded. Then fools you into thinking that's a good thing. If you was to surrender to the mother, you know, get a taste of seraphic existence, you never want to go back.
Although, I'm sure electrochemistry would have something to say about this. Some seraphic existence sounds like it could get you higher than you've ever been. Are you a boyadero?
A boyadero?
Boyadero.
No, Holmes. I don't go in for that kind of thing. It's all about surrendering to the mother now.
This seems offensive, but we're gonna ask it. You sound like you're not from around here.
Haven't you ever met a Mex before? Cabron. Surprising number of us around Ravishon.
Oh, it's great. Such diversity is a boon to the economy. No. We'll pretend that we're ignorant.
You know, I'm not so sure myself anymore. Don't really matter, though.
Alright, well, at least you're human. That's a relief.
Glad you're feeling more comfortable. First-timers are always nervous.
I'm nervous that you said we're first-timers. I do not want to know what you consider us first-timers of. Yeah, there must be something illegal about living in a church ceiling. I don't know what yet, but there must be.
Oh man, I would love to see that statue. I'm sure I'd be trespassing if the church was in use. But it's not, hombre. I done my share of illegal shit. Used to be in a gang, the whole deal. But even memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me. Start again from scratch. I lost my memory too and it haunts me. Both these statements appear to be true. But what are we? We are the cop of the apocalypse. Taola. So many people losing their memory. A certain portent of doom.
Nah, ese. It's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you. Losing your memory.
You know, I'm kind of down with this guy's voice actor.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name. But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is. We do know our name. I don't think we're still going with the Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It's kind of lost its flavor. Harry, are we going to be very unofficial? I think right now we're gonna dig deep into our place in the world, Lieutenant Double Ifreta. Yeah, let's dig into this. This guy's trying to trip us out with all his what did he say? Seraphic. Scroll up. Yeah, seraphic existence. We're gonna be down with our body, our super Adonis-like body.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
Okay, that's a pretty good comeback. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
You know, not the weirdest thing I've heard, so could be a possibility.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Sir, it sounds like you want to go into a black hole, which sounds like something someone who is highly religious could probably be down with. Who's the mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Essa. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
His adoration is beyond sexual? I can understand that, but I did not know that his adoration was sexual. Rereading this statement, though, I can see it. I can see his sexual adoration. What will happen once you drink from this perforation? Oh, God. Electrochemistry, why'd you have to put this thought in my mind?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That definitely sounds like a black hole. You're going into a singularity, which is kind of like a singularity. You're becoming one with everything. Are you sure you didn't just switch from one drug to another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I was being insensitive. Let's move on. Faith is a kind of drug. Alright, I don't want to get into a whole discussion about what drugs are. Let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still
I
don't...
know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I was just waiting if he was going to repeat himself again. Nice. They took 2 takes, and they were both so good they kept them both in. I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing about the coming apocalypse. Warn the unseen.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
That would make sense if she's the mother of silence.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
Dude, this Wompty Dumpty Dom Center is actually working out, and we're making hella money from it. Except this contradiction. This man's obviously deranged.
But I was talking about the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Bro. I feel like if I took a lot of time to really go into what this guy's saying, it would be a trip. But let's forge forward. How did you even find this place? This church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
I'm still a little bit confused, because, like, even if you do become, like, a spiritual monk, like, you still have to feed yourself. And, I mean, I guess you're next to a river, so you could get water from there. Not sure how clean this river is. Does seem downstream from a huge city. And the rivers here in America are quite polluted, the ones that are next to cities. But food, maybe, I mean, maybe he's a fisherman as well. Anyway, other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
There's something kind of sweet about the idea of oblivion, but yeah, I mean the ego, right? Like the ego does not want to die. It does not want to embrace the oblivion. This guy's there, but I don't know. I'm still kind of the idea you need to have a little bit of ego, a little bit of caring about what's going on in the world, about the past, about the future. Can't just be one with the silence. Alright, let's ask about the ravers.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
I mean, I guess that's a good point of having the oblivion. You're not really caring about getting into physical altercations.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
So what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Sounds cool, man.
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Aww. Yeah, there's only so much silence a human can live on. We're all still human beings after all. We still do desire the connection of the tribe. Alright, let's ask about apparently these machines, because I guess he's not the one setting all this stuff up.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
That old lady is a great study. It's very studious. Wait, so there's another person living in a church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's
Oh.
actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
That is an interesting concept on age. Again, there's a lot to go into with this guy, but just not taking the time right now.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
Ooh, good one, reaction speed. I kind of forgot that we were looking for her.
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
You mean like a fugitive? No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
And we did know that, what, Ruby was looking for the Ulan frequencies? That sounds like radio frequencies. Could be her.
I see. And where is she now?
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
Alright, how can... Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep pushing this guy. I don't think he's gonna give us much info.
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
I mean, your interest is in drinking the silence from Mother Silence, and setting up all these machines in a computer does not sound like drinking straight up silence. So, I got you. Sounds like we gotta investigate that computer.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
Search through her radio computer.
Search through a radio computer. Great one, reaction speed. Alright. Thanks, dude. Tiago, you're getting front and center space on today's episode. Thanks for all that went down. Oh, we can hear the music from here. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window, depicting a deer. It's zoomed in like I should be able to see it, but I cannot see it. Let's grab whatever this is. Ooh. Mesk Banger's silk scarf. Is this a tie? It is a tie. What's our tie doing? Inland Empire. I don't think we need pain thresholds. This huge red scarf is still dusty from lying in the church. A subtle red-on-red embroidery embellishes it with cocky roosters and mesque floral motifs. Bangers don't cry. Bangers. Bangers don't cry. Do we have anything that gives us encyclopedia? Drama. I'm looking for a shirt. This is a jacket. This is also... Oh, this is a shirt. Boom. Dude, I love it. +1 volition. -1 empathy. Mania of invulnerability. We do have 3 armor pieces. That is pretty badass, as I would say. And I do say quite often. I thought we had something that gave us encyclopedia. Maybe it's just our glasses. That's what it is. Alright, we're going to end the episode here. As I said, trying to have a little bit shorter episodes. And I think next time we're going to go look through that radio computer and see if this Viejita is the ruby we've been looking after. Not looking after, looking for. Alright, we'll steal one more item. Mesque Bangers Red Bruges. We have our shoes. +2 to authority, -1 to composure. +1 empathy in someone else's shoes. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif sewn on the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. This is pretty nice clothes, actually. I think our empathy is still fine, though, right? 3. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. It's pretty good. Wow, our spear they cores through the roof. Okay. Okay. Wait, did our empathy just go like way down from our armor and stuff? Yeah. Alright. Again, as I said, that'll do it for this episode. Until next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself and keep it disco, baby. Yeah.